Hi, my name is David Kulikowski. I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia on the west coast of Canada, and I had a near-death experience. 5 years ago, I was at home and I knew I was having a stroke at the time. I called the ambulance, or my mom called the ambulance, and they sent me to the hospital. My girlfriend at the time came with me. She's from Russia, so she didn't really know what was going on. When I got to the emergency, the doctor asked me to raise my left arm. I couldn't. I tried, but I couldn't. My girlfriend at the time thought I was joking. So she raised my arm. She said, "Stop faking." And then she let go of my arm. And when she let go of my arm fell right to the table, and then I collapsed on the floor. I passed away. My heart had stopped. I didn't know, but at the time, everything was really, really pleasant. Um, what I saw during those 8 seconds that I was gone, I saw very, very fast moving stormy clouds, like layers across, moving left to right. In the background was my grandparents who passed away in the 90s. And in the front was my best friend who passed away from a major car accident in the early 90s, Ken. And he's the one that reached out to me. And my grandparents, they looked healthy. They looked like they're in their 70s. They looked fine. They're smiling. I was amazed. I couldn't believe I saw them. And then I couldn't believe I saw Ken, my best friend. But he's the one that reached out to me and said, "Not yet. Go back." I didn't really understand why I was in this position or what was really going on. I didn't know I had passed. After the second jolt that they gave me the paddles at 400 volts, that's when I woke up. When I woke up, I didn't even know I was in a hospital. It was so weird. And I'll never, ever forget what happened, what I saw. Never. And nobody can ever tell me that people pass aren't, their spirit is not around, because they have to be. They have to be for what happened. It has to happen. And I know before years ago, I never believed in ghosts or paranormal. I never believed in that. But I've had experiences where I can't explain it. And because I can't explain it, it must have happened. So, I mean, that's basically what happened to me. I mean, I have second-degree burns on my left side from the paddles. I have not a pacemaker, but a heart monitor, just to monitor the heart. That's 5 years ago. I was actually paralyzed when I woke up. My left side was completely paralyzed for 3.5 years. I was bedridden. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. I was so dependent on everybody, family, friends, no matter what. I couldn't do anything. So I had a second stroke actually 2 years ago. And the second stroke how it was explained to me, there was a rewiring that was done. All of a sudden, 2 months after the stroke, I could start feeling my left side again. My left arm, my left leg. I was able to sit up in bed, stuff I couldn't do before, stuff I had to rely on nurses and home support workers before. I have doctors and specialists that are scratching their heads. They really can't believe what happened. I believe it is a true miracle, like a real miracle. People talk about miracles and, oh, I want a miracle. I wish I had a miracle. This is a real life miracle. Like when you see me sitting down talking, nobody can tell I had a stroke before. When the home support workers and nurses come in to take care of my mom, yeah, I don't walk perfect. I walk like I'm drunk a bit, but I just explained to them what I went through, and they said, "No way. There's no way you had two strokes in your walking. No way." They're unbelievable. They're in shock. And the doctors and the specialists, I mean, They want to do tests on me, test my brain, test my blood, test my heart. They just can't believe what's going on. When I was bedridden for 40 months, 3.5 years, I was so depressed. I I didn't want to live. I wanted to die. I kept thinking about how can I kill myself, but I couldn't. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't go to the kitchen. I couldn't get a knife, scissors. Nobody was going to help me get it. And just overall, don't give up. Just don't give up because you never know what's going to happen. And nobody, I mean, not even my girlfriend at the time expected me to get better. She broke up with me the second month after the second stroke because there was no improvement. I was useless, and we had a 12-year relationship, a very good relationship. Just she gave up on me, and I gave up on myself during that time. But I mean, nobody expected what happened, and I'm not sure if she knows that I'm independent again. But that's life, and I moved on. But I have to say for sure, never give up. Even if it looks dire and there's no hope in hell and it doesn't look good, you never know what could happen. I really honestly believe God has a plan. He's got a plan. Yes, he took a long time to come and help me, but he has a plan. Now I'm dating my 37-year-old crush. She's amazing. She came into my life. She's my biggest cheerleader to get better. And that's another miracle.